So I'm going to show you how to make these cables like this, drawing the cables, and we are going to make these parts here. First, I can have a new collection. I'm going to just put my camera here, hide all of this, and I'm going to get my reference image. And if you want the same image, you have my Google Drive with all the reference images for all my tutorials. So you have the link in the description to get this. Put the image here, Shift A, image reference. You put the image, then in the properties of the image, you can put opacity here, a little down, so it is like this. Put this part at the center here, and then you can do Shift A, and we are going to put a cylinder. Put the cylinder here, and here we are going to put less vertices. First, we can rotate this, and do not click outside when you put the cylinder, because this window is going to disappear. So you want to get this window, and here in rotation, we can rotate on X 90 like this, and then the radius we can put less to match the image here. And also you can go in wireframe to see better like this. We can get like this, and after we can scale again. And then the vertices we need to put less. We can put at 8, and after we are going to put a subdivision modifier, so there's going to be more geometry and it's going to be smooth. So we can put at 8 like this. We can click. Now go numpad 7 to go on top. Get the cylinder. We can do tab to go in edit mode and vertex select. Get these GY, put it down. Get these GY, put it like this. So this part is straight like this. So we can put directly this, and A to select everything, S scale on the X axis and the Z, so not on Y, so Shift Y, just to put it like this. Now we need to make this part. So in edit mode, select these, and we can do do an inset like this. So it's going to do like this here. Now this part we can do E, extrude up like this, I again, then E, extrude like this. Now this part we can do GY, E again, S, scale like this, E, scale like this, E, and S. And that's it for this part. And also we need to make these. So Ctrl R to create loop cuts, get one here, Ctrl R, get one here, the center of these, and then Shift Alt, click on this and go in edge select. So Alt click, Shift Alt click, get these here. And then what we can do is do Ctrl B to do a bevel. So we can put like this, and it is exactly the same size, like this. And these parts, we need to put them inside a little bit. So what we can do is Alt E, extrude faces along normals. Put them a little, just a little bit like this. Like this. And then what we can do, these are going to be black here. So we can do Ctrl plus, select this part here, and then we can directly go in the materials and assign the material directly here, because this is selected. So in the materials of our cylinder, create a new material, put plus to create a new one. So this is going to be the main material, the material for everything. So the new one is going to be the parts here. So we can create a new material. We can rename black parts, and then do assign. Click here, and now this is going to have the material black parts. Now go on top and we need to make this part. So you see this part is a little round here. So we can do vertex select, get these, do E, can extrude here and do a loop cut with Control R, put like here, do S like this, and this, well, we can undo and directly do here S and then E. So this is the same size like this. Now that this is done, we can put a subdivision surface and we need to make the hole for this part. So do I on this to do an inset like this, and then do E inside like this. So we have the space to put our cable here. Now we can save and in the modifiers add modifier and put the subdivision surface modifier. Now it is all subdivided, so you see the shape is like this. So we need to add loop cuts on the parts that's going to be sharp. So we can add loop cuts, or what we can do for the parts that are very sharp like this, we can just get the edges and do N, and you see you have mean crease. I did a video about this, the mean crease. You can see I will put the little the little notes if you don't understand how the mean crease work. So we can do the crease. So get in edge select, have nothing selected, so click outside and then do select and select sharp edges. Now all the sharp edges are selected and we don't want these here around, so the sharpness we can move a little bit, put down, put up, we can put here at 45, so all of these are going to be sharp here. So do N, do mean crease, put at 1. Now you see these are all sharp now. And for this part we need to put this smooth, so this curve here, so Control R here, bring this like this, and what we can do is, you see when we put the subdivision, now it is thinner here, so we need to put this bigger, do A, S, and we want to scale on X and on Z, so Shift Y, put a little bigger like this. See the image here now, so this is bigger, but when we put the subdivision it is thinner like this, and you see this shape here. We can go in the wireframe and we can add another loop cut here to maintain this shape straight here. So Control R, one here, so this is more straight here like this. Like this. Now what we can do is we can right click, shade auto smooth. Now it is like this. Now we need to make the cable. So to make the cable, you can close this with N, Shift A, curve and Bezier curve. You put a Bezier curve here, we have it here, and tab edit mode, have everything selected, X, select the vertices, and we are going to create a new curve with the pen, with the draw tool. This one, the draw a freehand spline on this in edit mode. This, and then you get this, and then you can draw the curve. So I'm going to start here and draw like this, for example, or go all around like this. Now this, need to make this thicker. So go in the properties of the curve, and then in geometry, in bevel, depth, put more. Now it's going to be bigger, and check this here, and you can move the curve. Go in edit mode, go back in select box here, get these, go on top. You can go in X-ray, in wireframe like this, and then move it like this. Z, solid, Alt Z to disable the X-ray. Now it is like this. And you have your cable here. Now, for the materials, we have four materials. So we have the metal part here, we have the black, this part, the gray, and the black with no metal. So first, we can go in material preview, we can go in object mode, and in the materials we have the first material. So this material is going to be everything. So the first material, what we can do, we can double click. This is going to be the metallic gold, the top part, and we create a new material. So we have the little black parts here, another material for the gray metal, and another material for the black bottom here, the black part here, and also we can create a new one for the cable, but this is on this object. For the cable, we can create one only for this object, so cable. Now for this part, first the metallic gold, we need to assign the parts here. So go back in solid, tab, go in face select, and go in X-ray to select everything. So we select first these. We don't want to select everything because here we have the black parts. Select these and we assign to metallic gold, but the metallic gold is everything. So we don't want to do this, but assign this part here. We can go in material preview, the metallic gold. We can put a gold color, a little down, put the metallic at 1. Now you see here, and need a little, we need this a little shiny. So put the roughness at maybe 0.3, like this for this part here. Now the black part, the black metal here, this, the base color, we are going to put the black. You can put this at metallic also, and roughness like 0.4, little down, like this. Now we can assign the gray part here. So it is only this part. So we have this selected, that we selected before in X-ray. So the gray metal, we click on this, we assign. Now we can put it like this, the metallic at 1, the roughness at 0.3 maybe, or 0.4, like this. You can put a little lighter, little blue like this, and this part is going to be black. And you see there is a little differentiation between this and this, the line. So we need to create this line. So go on top and go in X-ray. So all of this, we need to make this smaller, but we need to extrude. So what we can do is do Alt E, extrude faces along normals. Put this a little down, like this. And add loop cuts to maintain this, to make this sharp. So we can do Control R here and Control R here. Now this is sharp here. Now we can get the faces, go in X-ray, Control plus here, just this, and this is going to be the black part, the black bottom here, assign. Now go in material preview, and this is going to be black, and this is not shiny, so we can leave like this, put a little specular, maybe a little down like this. And now for the cable, you can get the cable and put a material, so you can put whatever you want. I'm going to put like this, and we need to put it, the roughness a little down and specular a little up to create a plastic effect, like this. Or what you can do, put a texture to create this little texture here if you want, but I decided to create the plastic cable. Now everything is done. What you can do, click on the cable to make it smoother, because you see here it's not smooth here. So go click on the cable, go in the modifier of the cable, and we can put the subdivision surface here. In the render is going to be at 2, and this one, the render at 2, we can put at 3. Go in the camera, so I put my camera here, hide the image, I put the render in render engine cycles at 250 render, and I put some color management. I contrast, put a little more exposure. When I go in render preview here, it's like this, and I put an HDR image on this in the world, color in environment textures. And you have my link, the link to my 3D resources with a lot of websites to download HDRs, textures, models, characters, and everything if you want. The cable, now I'm going to change the color a little bit, put it darker like this, and that's it. And you can put a plane to create the floor if you want, like this, and you can move the cable down on the floor, because you see this is going to be on the floor, but the cable is a little up, so you can get the plane, go in wireframe, put the plane down, so this is directly here, and the cable, you need to put it down, but we still need this part to be up. So go in edit mode, and you have this selected. Do Command I, get the first one, Command I to invert. So this is the select invert. Now all of this you need to put down on the floor. So GZ, put it like this, and now this part is still up because we didn't move this part, and all of this is on the floor. Go back in object mode, the plane I'm going to put bigger, and the camera, you can create a focus on this GG. I'm going to move this. If you want if you want a blurry background, you can Shift A, put a empty plane axis. The focus is going to be here. So now in the camera, what you need to do is depth of field. We want the focus to be on our empty 002. So the camera, the depth of field, the focus object is the empty 002. Blaze at 6, and then the f-stop, go in solid, and go click here and put the depth of field here. So now, when you put this down, you see now it is blurry here. And the focus is here. So you can move this. I'm going to move this so it is more on the top part here. And I'm going to bring this up a bit like this, so it is still a little blurry. And the focus is here. And for the focal length, I put it up so it is close like this. And that's it. And then you can render and render image. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I will see you in another one. Bye.